Hey there, comic book friends and fiends. It's Rob here in front of the Great Wall of Comics. Today, we got ourselves another big box from CBCS. So let's pop her open and take a look. Alright, so we got our slabs. We went ahead and opened up the box, pulled them out of the bubble wrap. If you've never had a CBCS box before, essentially they wrap it in bubble wrap, they tape it with a billion miles of packing tape, then they throw it in the box with packing paper. Very time consuming to get the books out of there, so we just kind of jump right to it. And then they give you a bunch of these flimsy wrappers for your books that tear. Half of them are torn, so I always just pull them off and I'll replace them with some heavier duty ones myself. So this batch of books was much faster than our last batch. This was only in shop 177 days. Sent in the end of last summer. So I guess they are improving, because that's almost half the time as the previous unboxing we just did the other week, which I'll link it right here. That was 332 days lost at CBCS. These are all signature verification books. So I had them pressed at my presser, the Rogue Trader, Utah.com. You can use the code FATSTAX, save 20% off your pressing, including already done bundles, and $10 will be donated to Comics Curing Cancer. Which, incidentally, by the way, guys, all the channel proceeds from this channel go to Comics Curing Cancer, so if you don't mind hitting that like button, I'd appreciate it, because that really helps us to get out there, expose to more people, get a little more channel revenue, and that means more money for the American Cancer Society. So, thanks for that. Hell, while you're at it, maybe subscribe and become a channel member. All right, so first book up here. This is we got a couple David Nakayamas. So David Nakayama's been killing it on some of these covers lately. This is X-Men #1 from 2021. This is I believe this was the convention variant with Rogue. So he's got these solid backgrounds with just the character, very stunning, and signed by David Nakayama. Does it say actually? It just says Virgin cover. Yeah. First appearance of Felong. There you go. Next up, X-Men #2. Virgin variant. This it just says Virgin cover. I don't remember if these. There were like two different variants on some of these. Some of them were convention variants, some of them weren't. But so you got Jean Grey on this one. Brilliant. And then we have one more David Nakayama book. This is Star Wars War of the Bounty Hunter Alpha #1. Killing it with that Boba Fett. Just amazing in the Virgin variant there. Look at that. This is the way, baby. It's a 9.8. These are all verified signature. So this is one of the things that, one of the reasons why I'll continue to use CBCS occasionally is they do verified signature with Beckett authentication services. So that means is I can have a comic book signed. It doesn't necessarily have to be witnessed, and then they'll be able to validate it against their database and get a verified signature label on there. Whereas CGC won't do that. If you have a book signed, it's not witnessed by one of their witnesses, you're out of luck. That's not true. You can get a green label, but nobody likes the green label. Star Wars War of the Bounty Hunters #3. This is just a Virgin variant. This was an awesome cover to begin with Boba Fett, with Darth Vader in his mask reflection, but then Tyler Kirkham with the signature and Darth Vader remark on the cover. Just a freaking amazing remark. There you go. Look at the detail on that helmet. That is awesome. All right. Next up, this book I love. So, and I'm so glad to get one of these in a 9.8. My previous copy was a 9.6, so I'm happy to bust out a 9.8 on this. Check it off my list. First appearance of Jake Gallows, the Punisher of 2099. That's right, it's Punisher 2099 in a 9.8, signed by Jimmy Palmiotti, who worked on the book. And then when I met Jimmy at C2E2, he gave me a little Punisher skull remark right there on the cover. So that's cool. I love Jimmy Palmiotti. He's a great guy, fun to talk to, very easygoing, awesome. And of course, I do, of course, dig his partner. I got a book in here from his partner here in a moment. We'll get to that. This one, so this one is a little bit of a surprise to me when I read it. But so this is a book I got out of an IRF Authentics mystery box. It came signed. This is Hawk and Dove #1. So this is the first appearance of Dove. Not, of course, this is the second Dove, not the first Dove, the brother. This is Barbara, or no, Don Granger. So what's interesting is I didn't realize, and I'm reading this here, Rob Liefeld did the artwork on this. This is actually Rob Liefeld's first professional artwork is in this book. So I guess at some point, I don't know, maybe I'll have to break down and have him sign it, but I don't know if I will. I'm not a big fan of his. But so anyways, Rob Liefeld's first work. What was interesting here, CBCS doesn't mention that this is the first appearance of Dove, Don Granger, who most people associate as Dove when you think of Hawk and Dove. Instead, they say it's the first appearance of a character named Kestrel. Now, I don't know Kestrel, so I went and took a look, and the only Kestrel that comes up in Key Collector is from the Marvel Comics, Kestrel John Wraith, who's a test subject of Weapon X. And that's in Wolverine, which is Marvel. This is DC. So I don't know if this book is, they got the wrong label or wrong first appearance annotated on here, or if there's just another character named Kestrel that's in here that somehow they think is more important that nobody else seems to recognize. And instead they left off Dove. Interesting enough, I looked this book up in Key Collectors to see what they said. The only thing that they mention is, of course, the first appearance of Dove. So, well, what are you going to do? Anyways, 9.2, not bad. It's an older book. I'm happy it got that. Oh, and it's signed by, I'm sorry, I didn't even say. So this book is signed by Barbara Kessel, who is one of the writers. So there you go. This book, Detective Comics 1014. The key on this note, this is actually there isn't a key. It just simply says Mr. Nora Free's appearance. But this is assigned. This was also actually out of an IRF Authentics mystery box. So this is let you guys know some of the stuff you can get out of an IRF Authentics mystery box. This was signed and remarked by David Barron. Check out the remark on this book. Holy cow. Got a 9.6. There's a little bit of a couple of little dings on the corner, but that's no big deal. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful remark. Cool beanies and weenies. So IRF Authentics. All right, so here it was. I was talking about Jimmy Palmiotti's partner. Here it is, Amanda Connor. Love Amanda Connor's work. All the stuff she does with Harley, everything else. This is Batman, the animated, or the Adventures Continue, Season 2, Issue 1. This is the 1 in 25 incentive ratio. Amanda Connor cover featuring Harley, Catwoman, and Poison Ivy all giving up, and Batman's just hanging out in the background. And you can see Amanda Connor's signature up there at the top. Met her also there at C2E2. This great book. I love. This is essentially continuing the Batman the Animated Series universe, continued on, and it's been kind of fun. They're now in season 3, but yeah, so this is great. Of course, this just says featuring. In this book, there's Deadman, the Court of Owls, Zatanna, Nightwing, and Barbara Gordon all make appearances. But it calls out that it is the Amanda Connor retailer incentive. So there you go. Okay, just three more books left. What does J. Jonah Jameson tell us? Get me pictures of Spider-Man. Well, here we go. Another book out of the IRF Authentics mystery box. Not necessarily, these didn't all come out of the same one, I don't think, but they came out of them. This is Amazing Spider-Man number 600, The Wedding of May Parker to J. Jonah Jameson Sr. And then, of course, there's some other appearances. This is a wraparound cover, so here we go. We go boom. People love those wraparound covers. It's a JRJR cover. This book, cover art by John Romita Jr. and Klaus Johnson. Got a bunch of those verified signatures. We have this. This came 4 times signed. Dean White, Mark Wade, Mike Keone, and Zeb Wells. All 4 signatures on that book there. Done. This is how it came from IRF Authentics. That's how they do. And I'll take that at 9.2. I don't care. I got 4 signatures on it. A beautiful wraparound cover. ASM 600. Awesome. All right, last 2. Now from the current production run of Amazing Spider-Man. This is issue number 1. This is the Pat Gleason store exclusive. So continuing that webhead design, getting us our Green Goblin cover. So the only way to get this was directly from the artist. You get the back, you get that Pat Gleason store thing. So that was awesome. I think these were available in a Virgin variant too, but I didn't like the Virgin variant. I looked at them and I really thought that the trade dress looked better. And this is Amazing Spider-Man number 2, Hobgoblin. Check that out. That one is awesome. And of course, you may, if you remember, issue 1, on the retail store side, there was the Queen, the Goblin Queen. What are they called? No, she's not the Goblin Queen because that's Madeline Pryor. That's Red Goblin. I can't remember what the heck they're called. They got too many goblins to be honest. But the newest Goblin. Female Goblin that they created. Anyways, she was one of the covers on one of these. So there you go, guys. What did you think? Which was your favorite, man? What do you think about that CBCS slab? It's got Hawk and Dove, but doesn't mention it's the first appearance of Dove. Should I even bother wasting my time reaching out to them? Who knows? Anyways, 177-day turnaround time. That includes signature verification. That was once it got to them, not including my time pressing at my presser. So, it's getting better. It's still a decent amount of time. Now, CBCS just released information claiming that their turnaround times are down to 30 days now, or something like that, on modern books, without you having to pay for fast track, I think. Or maybe it was 60 and 30 is fast. No, I think it was 30. Anyways, whatever. They claim to be improving their times. Check them out. Let us know, guys. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought. And until next time, make sure you collect what you want. Don't listen to me or anybody else. Say no to FOMO. After all, I'm just a fat man with a fat stack of comics and a fat opinion. Thanks for watching.